It's just online, and you take it. So right now, everyone in the world has access to better medical diagnosis than like a rich person, a billionaire in America. They may not be using it, but this is not science fiction. This is not a prediction. This is a reality. It doesn't, having the diagnosis doesn't mean you get the brain operation when you need it, but it's a big, big step just to know what's wrong with you, or maybe there's nothing wrong with you. Anyone who has a legal matter can get free legal advice. When my wife did this, with her retirement, we thought the legal advice, was better than the human lawyers we had worked with in the past. Maybe not perfect, but just really good, free, and it answered all our questions immediately. And unlike some small, tiny number of human lawyers, it had no incentive to lie to us. It never said, you need more advice, please come back in 2 weeks and I'll bill you some additional hours, right? Very different incentives. I would say more market-friendly incentives. So we all have this task of figuring out how the future will be changing. And again, I'm just talking about the very near future. I don't feel I can give you definite answers about how everything will be. Part of the wonders of the market is no one can predict it in advance. That's one reason why central planning typically does not work. But the life I had, where 50 years ago, I knew what I wanted to do, and 50 years later I'm doing it, very few of you will have that life. You will be figuring things out as you go. There won't be a guidebook you can pick up. 1,000 different people will tell you different things. Some of them will be right, some of them will be wrong, but you'll have to make those decisions. So the onus of individual responsibility, it will be tougher and I would say more intimidating, but there will also be much more opportunity. Sam Altman, he's the CEO of OpenAI. He predicts that very soon there will be companies with sales of $1 billion or more, and the whole company will be run by one person and a bunch of AIs. We're not quite at that point yet, but I and most people I know, we agree with Sam. So the notion that a single individual, by being smart, having the right vision, being an entrepreneur, and knowing AI, can start a company with one person and take in $1 billion, that to me is a stunning opportunity. You will be able to run a research center, a think tank, I don't know, maybe not with one person, but I believe with 2 or 3 people, and it will have the heft and the output and the impact of a much larger research center, at least if you do it well. So the optimal scale of enterprises is likely to be smaller for many companies, and what you will be able to do as an individual, you will be much more potent if you choose to be. Now, a lot of people, they don't want to run the whole business. I understand that. The other option is just to sit back, let other people start these businesses for you, and enjoy the gains as a consumer. That's what most people will do. That's fine. But even in that case, you probably will need some kind of job where you earn income. And the mere fact that you are smart and got good grades, that now matters much, much less than it used to. That used to be often the main thing that mattered. Like, am I smart? Do I work hard? Did I get good grades? Which kind of means you can follow instructions and not be too much, in your own mind or something. That now is greatly devalued. What has risen in value is the question like, are you a good dog trainer, horse trainer? But with this. And it's not unrelated to being smart. But again, being smart, getting good grades, no longer a guarantee of anything. So I think this will be the greatest mobility engine probably the world has seen. Many people will become much wealthier than they imagined they could be, or have greater impact, or leverage what they do. Other people, I think, will decide to be more passive. They may end up knowing less. There's a kind of laziness you can choose, because this will answer all your questions. So there will be these two paths: the greater impact path, the lazy path. There's also the path, do I learn how to work with this, or do I compete against it? And those are decisions you will have to make. They're decisions I never faced. They're decisions also